It is April 26, 2016. This is Mike Callahan, and welcome to the Watchman News. This story is brought to you by HeavensNectarVapes.com. So, as I was saying the first time I was doing this take, there seems to be a lot of tribalism, a lot of versus mentality that goes around when it comes to conspiracies or anything like that. You bring up chemtrails, you'll either have people that 100% believe in them, or you'll have people that call those people kooks. This is another one of those areas that you have one or the other side. There really is no happy medium. However, I think it's clearly being called out here. RT earlier reported, the headline is, Freemasonry linked to police cover-up of Hillsborough disaster that left 96 dead. So let's read it and check out what's going on. Freemasonry has been linked to the allegations of a police cover-up concerning the Hillsborough disaster as a decades-long battle for justice for the families of the 96 people who died that fateful day rolls on. Freemasons' power and influence in Britain and allegations that Scotland Yard ran a black propaganda unit are being probed by two separate criminal inquiries due to come to a close by the end of 2016. Files relating to a number of key individuals and organizations are currently being scoured for evidence of criminality, including manslaughter and the perversion of the course of justice. John Stoddart, who headed Scotland Yard's Operation Resolve probe in the planning of the FA Cup semi-final match that left 96 Liverpool FC supporters dead, said scrutiny is being directed at senior ranking officials. On Tuesday, an inquest ruled that all 96 Liverpool fans who died at the football game had been unlawfully killed. Stoddart says the decision will not affect Operation Resolve or the judgment of the Crown Prosecution Service. The first investigation, spearheaded by UK watchdog, the Independent Police Complaints Commission, casts a dim hue over the inner workings of Britain's criminal justice system. It focuses on allegations of a police cover-up concocted to lay the blame for the disaster solely at the feet of innocent Liverpool supporters who had made their way to the Hillsborough Stadium to watch the match. Alleged offenses include perjury, conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, and misconduct in public office. Deputy Chairwoman of the Police Watchdog, Rachel Serpentine, says the claims concerning a cover-up cut to the heart of the public trust in policing. We're looking to see if there were controlling minds, and if there were, who were those controlling minds, she told the Times. The influence Freemasonry and other clandestine groups have among UK police officers is key to this inquiry, according to Serpentine. Sorry, I've got my microphone in the way, so I'm like reading with one eye. The key theme for us was the aftermath. Was there a cover-up? What sort of cover-up and who was involved, she said. One of the lines of inquiry was whether Masons or any other group was impacted on people's relationships and decisions. Freemasonry consists of a complete network of fraternal organizations, the origins which date back to the 14th century when guilds of stonemasons were first regulated. The vast majority of Masonic rituals relate to degree ceremonies. To this day, the age-old tradition has retained three medieval craft guilds: apprentice, journeyman, fellowcraft, and master mason members. Members of these groups are known as Freemasons or Masons. I've got to move this mic. Give me 1 second here. Okay, that ought to be better. Sorry about that. Candidates looking to become Freemasons are expected to swear on a sacred religious text of their choice during a formal initiation process. Lodges are central to the practice and are generally supervised on a regional level by what is known as a Grand Lodge. These are reportedly independent in nature and often reject one another's legitimacy. The so-called United Grand Lodge of England has reportedly submitted records of who attended lodge meetings in the wake of the Hillsborough disaster. The IPCC probe is scrutinizing amendments to police statements, as well as allegations that misinformation was fed to UK media outlets, MPs, and subsequent inquiries in a concerted effort to direct accountability for the deaths of Liverpool fans away from police. Norman Bettison, 60, a former chief inspector with South Yorkshire Police who worked alongside of a team gathering evidence concerning the Hillsborough disaster, denies being part of a so-called black propaganda unit. He was later made chief constable of Merseyside, and West Yorkshire Police. The IPCC is also probing the actions of police in the wake of the Hillsborough disaster, particularly concerning the monitoring of blood alcohol levels, sourcing of the criminal records of the deceased, and secret surveillance operations on victims' families. The second investigation, referenced by Stoddart, is a Scotland Yard probe enacted by the wake of the damning report published by Britain's Hillsborough Independent Panel in 2012. The panel concluded that 164 police documents had been sanitized, and in 116 of these cases, the changes related to remarks deemed to be unfavorable regarding the policing of the football match. Offenses now being considered by the UK authorities in light of this probe include misconduct in public office, skewing the course of justice, and gross negligence manslaughter. Lines of inquiry span the Hillsborough Stadium safety, planning and preparation for the fateful football match, the way in which emergency services responded to the crisis that ensued, and instructions given to the Liverpool fans who tragically perished in the crush that occurred just minutes after kickoff. The Football Association and UK Football Club Sheffield Wednesday, which jointly own the Hillsborough Stadium, are also being investigated for alleged offences under the UK's Health and Safety at Work and Sports Ground Acts. Should criminal charges be brought against David Duckenfield, the chief officer on duty at the disaster-stricken match, the CPS will be compelled to reverse its decision to halt criminal proceedings relating to manslaughter that date back to the turn of the millennium. So there you go. Looks to me like they are flat out called out. Wow, that is that's kind of insane, you know? It's it hits me almost like the moment that I saw the replay video of when Bush Sr. kept saying New World Order. There was one particular speech that he did that he said New World Order over and over and over. And this kind of hits me in the gut like that did. Very, very interesting. We'll see what happens.